Hi, I'm Adam C, and welcome to the British Motor Show and a Ford F100. The 1955 Ford F100 has come to the channel, but as you may have noticed from some of the clips, this is no ordinary 1955 Ford F100. This started life as two cars, basically, the F100 and a donor Nissan 370Z. So this has the same wheelbase as a 370 and drives like a 370Z. And to give you a demonstration of that, I am going to get into this car and drift it in this arena. I've never driven it before, and I'm going to do it in front of hundreds of people. So will I embarrass myself? Who knows? So let's do a little walk around of the car. You might have also clocked the two turbos sticking out of the bonnetless engine bay. This 370Z V6 creates just shy of 500 brake horsepower. Twin turbos, and yes, there's a bit of lag. So as a result of this full build, it's had to go on a Q plate. You've got the 370Z wheels, and down the back, this has all been handmade by the owner. Phil has spent quite some time crafting this himself, welding everything. It's all beyond me how anyone can do such a thing, create one car out of two. Spoiler, diffuser, they probably don't do much. You've got the exhaust down there as well, on both sides of course, and inside it smells amazing. There's luscious suede on the dashboard. You've got 370Z clocks as well. All the wiring, the looms, the ECU, it's all 370Z from the 3.7 litre V6, creating a lot of horsepower. And this car, it's basically one of the world's only F100 drift cars from 1955, and I am not nervous in the slightest, and that is a lie. So what we're looking at here, got the standard 6-speed manual gearbox, but it's had to be repositioned, and it's a little bit wider than on a normal 370Z. I keep wanting to say 350Z because obviously that's what I've got, that's what I'm used to, and that's why Phil has allowed me to go out in this with no practice and drift in front of the crowd. So this is the British Motor Show. It's a fantastic event, and there's been many pieces of action on this skid pad, and today is the busiest day, so we will have the largest crowd watching me, and they will have no idea that I've never practiced in this car before, and that's going to prove that this car drives like a modern 370Z despite its appearance. This, and I'm going to get outside to show you this because you won't believe this, but it's true, is about 100 kilograms, maybe more, lighter than a 370Z because there's no insulation, safety devices that a 370 would have. So this one, with a person driving, is about 1,400 kilos. And of course, no weight in the rear, so it will just spin around. I need to be careful, but I do need to put on a show for the crowds and the people. So on the petrol hedonism display, we've got various engine swapped vehicles. This has the V8 from an E63 AMG. This has a V8 as well, Ford Racing V8, and this also shares the same 8-cylinder lump, this time from Chevrolet, with a blower. I think we're about to start. That's amazing. Are the keys in it? Keys are in it. Keys are in it. Where is the barrel?
Clutch down.
Oh, that's it. Oh, that is a 370.
Yeah.
There we go.
Would you like to say a piece to camera before you go and kill yourself?
Yeah, this is going to be wild, extreme, and very safe. Yeah. Oh yes. They were flames.
We're flames.
We're going to do a parade lap around the arena with the crowd watching. People are going to see a Ford F100 and imagine it's going to be a V8.
Adam C is driving the mongrel.
Hello, crowd. Hello. Hi, guys. Now, does it have a stability control button? Every
everything is always off.
Everything is manual.
Everything's manual, yeah.
all
So it's
manual.
already ready to do burnouts and sends. There's the welded diff. Rear visibility is limited. It's a busy track here. There's a lot of cars to avoid and people. So Anarchy Garage are going up first. So what's he going to do? Do a burnout? That is impressive stuff. I love how the whole car shakes. Just thinking of Just Stop Oil protesters now. They're going to dislike that with a passion. All right, I'm going to do a few revs.
Adam C, show us what you can do.
Here we go.
That's it. Hey, keep it, keep it. That's it.
One-handed Adam C.
That's it.
Was that alright?
Let Adam C drive it like a nutter.
It did surprise me initially, and then I got the feel. So now we're being shown how to drift properly by someone who does it all the time. Right, we're now all rolling forward to the interviews. So cool seeing all the cars in front, man.
Adam, you are driving this for the first time this weekend. How did you find it?
It was incredible. I'm used to 350Zs, and I don't know if the crowds have worked out, this isn't a Ford F100 anymore. No. They use a 370Z donor. It's all got a complete bespoke chassis. It's a similar wheelbase, 370Z engine, and with twin turbos, so almost 500 brake.
So almost 500 brake in this truck that is how old?
1955 was the body in the shell. 2011 was the 370Z, but the government says it's a 2022 car. But we're about to be part of the grand finale, which is taking place already. We've got burnouts and drifting at the same time. Right, here we go. Doing a burnout! Come on! Smoke's coming, doing that. I've ingested a lot of rubber in my life. How do you turn it off?
I'll tell you what, you got her sideways quite well.
Thank you.
But whilst they entertain themselves with round 2 of the day, I'm going to show you a few of the highlights of today's display section of the show. So we begin with this sparkly Mini with no roof. It got a bit moist yesterday as the rain fell on it, but it's all dry now. And it seems the UK's version of the Blues Brothers. Could anyone suggest a name in the comments for the UK's version of the Blues Brothers? They're in a Mini this time. And you now find me in the touring car section. So these are all road legal. They started life as road cars converted into touring car replicas, and I love a Mondeo. There's 4 of them here today. This one as built and seen on Car SOS. But special mention goes to the arch on the arch. The arch is more than an arch would normally arch because it's got an additional arch. And one of my favourite clubs in the show is the TVR Car Club. They've got a pair of Cigaruses right in the middle, and just over there I have spotted a TVR Wedge. This one is a 400 SE, so a 4-litre special edition variant of the Wedge, which is just up from a chameleon colour flip TVR Tuscan 2. Now you may be noticing recently that all these shows I go to, I tend to see the same cars, or at least like 90% of the cars I see at these shows are similar to ones I've seen before or the same, but this I believe is a GTR that I haven't seen before. Now I've got a feeling it's got a Liberty Walk kit. Let's have a look. Yeah, LB version 3 full body kit. Loving the jagged spoiler on the back, and as you come around the rear, you got Patrick Star ×2 with rear lights as his eyes. I think it's Patrick. It looks a bit like Patrick. Yeah, it's Patrick. There's a bit of green shorts down there. And also we have the version 3 Liberty Walk kit. We've got the version 1. This used to be on Steve Bagsy's car. This body kit. This car is used on track days, Car Chase Heroes. You can pay to drive this car around a series of tracks, and look, the body kit's actually still intact, so you can track cars as well as show cars. The spoiler probably is slightly functional. I can't remember what animal this is. I think I called it a wombat, but it's not a wombat. I don't have anyone to ask, so I'm going to call it a wombat. And there's a duck. The Citroen stand's an entertaining one. There's some rubber chickens as well. And a Citroen C2 VTS. But as I walk past the GT40 Enthusiast Club and through the Corvette Owners Club towards the voice of Mike Brewer, we have the Kevin Nix car collection. Well, they're not cars. That's a shed. That's a mobility scooter limousine. That's a mini shed. That's the Barrow of Speed that I crashed once. And that's a bicycle with an engine. And Kevin is right by the Crazy Creations section with a Stimson, which I do not recognize, which is twinned with some kind of Vespa attached with a padlock. We've got El Boat, which is amphibious, and the Danger Mouse car, which is actually a Mark 2.5 MX-5 and is now owned by Sam from Hard Up Garage. This Mini is on like a Jimny chassis pulling a camper van looking trailer, and here is a Batmobile, which is actually a Toyota Avalon. The only Toyota Avalon I've ever seen, and it's a Batmobile. It was originally designed to be Flo from Cars, the movie, and when the new owner bought it, thought it would be better suited to look like a Batmobile, but that's why it's been dressed in such a way, with triple pipes and triple pipes. But I'm back inside the hall with the F100. We're gonna head home now after a hectic day, so I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know in the comments how well you think I did, and whether you want to see more of drifting and sideways action from myself in vehicles such as this unique build. So Mongol Dogs Racing on Instagram is where to find them. I hope you enjoyed that video from the British Motor Show, but for now, thanks for watching.